I may be about to become quite unpopular here, but, let's get it out there. Mobile phones in kids. So Ofcom have announced their new plans to new rules protecting children online. Good. Good, good. Anything that can protect children online, good. Let's go for it. Where's my issue, I hear you ask? Well, it comes back to parenting. Always does. So I'm thrilled that Ofcom have done this, but it's not enough. It's nowhere near enough. What we need is new rules for parents. And I say that with, a plethora of teenagers coming through this house and experience of what they're like on their phones and its addictions. I mean, it's pure and simple. It's an addiction. In 15 years' time, in the same way that when we found out that cigarettes gave us cancer and they were bad, and it will be the same with mobile phones. Oh, please like, subscribe and share. Forgot to say it. So it will be the same. Let's start with just the physical part of it. If you spent like that the whole time, what's happening to your neck? So from physical, eyes, ears, nobody can hear anything these days because they've got earbuds in at very loud volumes. I know that. My son is the worst for it. I can hear every word of what's being sung on his phone that he's listening to through his ears. It's too loud. It's too much. So we've got the physical part of it. And then the mental part of it. It's responsible. It's a virus. It's an illness. It is responsible for a massive spike in mental ill health in children and adults, but let's talk about children with social media. So girls, and I've sort of made the joke about the cat's arse, which is all over social media. Girls can't smile for photos anymore, and boys feel like they need to look like muscle men. So nobody's natural anymore. Everybody is who they think they should be, that society wants them to be, because that's what we're doing. Influencers are looking in a certain way, dressing in a certain way, responding in a certain way, acting in a certain way. So Ofcom can't control that. There's nothing Ofcom can do. These people are going to do this. So who can? Well, parents, mum and dad, or mum and mum, or dad and granny and grandpa, or whoever is the guardian at home of these children. It has to come down to you. And where's the other place that these kids spend significant amounts of time? School. So we've had phones banned in our school. It's been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant. There's obviously ways to make it safe for the kids. There's ways to make it accessible for everybody. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but the kids will be the first to tell you that it's absolutely fine. Now, of course, you're going to get ways kids will take burner phones in. With any rules, someone's going to try and break them. That's just how some people in society work. But the mainstream are okay with it. So if schools could start to implement this, if we look at children being at school between 9 and 3:30, that's a big chunk of the day when they're not on their phones, and the habit is formed and the education is formed around why they're not on their phones. Now, you and I know as well as anyone else that if you say to a kid, don't go on your phone, there's some bad stuff on there and I don't want you to say it, oh, okay, yeah, it ever was thus. But we are beginning to make headway. We are beginning to educate them. We are beginning to have it as their narrative from very early on that phones and the internet are unpoliced. So bad things can and do happen. And they are becoming more aware of it. They're becoming more aware about what they say on platforms and about how that can come back to bite them. But still, we let them have their phones at school. And still, as parents, they come home from school and they go up and they're in their bedrooms and they're on their phones. And, you can have a conversation with somebody and say, what time do you make your child hand their phone in? What? Well, when do they put it in the kitchen for the day and hand it in and can't go back on it? Do they? Yeah. Do you not have screen time controls on your kid's phone? Do you not monitor what they can see? Do you not monitor what they can access? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. And it's like, my God. There has to be accountability. There has to be responsibility from the parents of this could be the most dangerous thing that a child ever has. My dad used to say to me when I was learning to drive, sitting behind the wheel of a car, this is the most dangerous weapon you will ever be in control of. I think it's this now. I think that is the most dangerous thing that a child can come into control of, or because what they can do, the ramifications of something that you post, that you say, that you share, that you photograph is off the scale. And things that you can see on there, horrendous, absolutely horrendous. So I welcome these moves because I think anything that we can do, anything possibly that we can do to protect these kids needs doing. But honestly speaking, the buck has to start with the parents and be robustly backed up by schools. Now, there is obviously a political slant to this because the Labour Party don't want to ban phones in schools. I cannot see one single reason why they wouldn't. I cannot see one single reason why children would benefit from having their phones when there is an alternative. I simply can't see it. To me, it looks like a political gimmick. To me, it looks like I'm going to say no because they say yeah. This is not having children's best interests at heart, and it's not having society's best interests at heart. So Ofcom, yeah, welcome it. But as parents and as society, we have got to get better at this stuff because it is going to be, for all of us, the next big killer. And I don't want to see that.